going live, I
No,
think.
I'm not ready. I'm not.
Wait, Zyga, put your shirt back on. Oh no.
Oh no, no.
You're kind of quiet on my end all of a
Am
sudden.
I? Sorry, I moved away from the mic.
It's all good. I'm gonna. There we go.
Oh, pop out. See,
Okay.
good.
Let's see. Hello to Senna, who doesn't like my thumbnail. It's very rude. I worked super hard on it. That was like a 7-minute thumbnail. I see Hatoon is here to ignore me and only listen to Zyga. That's really kind. Appreciate that. When did I decide that I made you my enemy, Hatoon? What does that mean? Dare to try to defend in another world with my smartphone? Ironically, I've never seen that isekai, considering what the one we most directly stole the naming conventions off of. I never saw that one. I got the first volume of the light novel, though. I'm going to read it soon.
Yeah.
Are you making fun of Zyga being topless? What a jerk. I'm not making fun of Zyga being topless. I'm just saying that we're gonna get TOS'd, I think is the term.
West.
TOS'd.
I don't even know what that means.
I'm not sure either, but people are always talking about gotta watch out for TOS or whatever.
Terms of service.
Sure, that one. We're gonna get serviced. Can't get demonetized if you don't have money, Gray. Look. Reported for phobias. No. That's impossible.
Well, it's been a long time.
Yeah. I haven't heard from you in what feels like years. How you doing, Zyga?
Yeah, it's been like
Hi, Smo.
what?
It's been so long.
Like
Should I?
4 weeks.
Yeah,
4 weeks.
I think it's been longer.
Look it up. I want to see.
I kind of don't want to know actually. Let's see here. When was the last time we did a podcast? Let's go to the live tab. The last podcast we did was Desert Island on May 28th.
2020.
I blame everyone else.
Missed a whole month.
Yeah, June isn't real. You can't blame all of it on me, Hatoon.
Should I pull up DMs?
What DMs? Oh, from the... I know at least one week we missed it because your house was electrificating. We had to stop it.
Oh, yes.
That was exciting.
Yes. Yes. Wait.
No?
All right. I'm checking DMs. DMs right now.
Don't slide into those DMs, no.
Going all the way back.
Don't do it. Our secrets. How's everyone else out there doing? Out there. What you know?
Anyway.
No podcast during Pride. Oh, we could have done our best gay anime. Dang it.
My goodness.
I finally could have talked about Pretty Boys Detective Club and had legitimate reasons too.
I've never seen any show like that, so I would be out of the depth.
Trash.
So I don't remember seeing anything.
I mean, it slips into shows if not, like, even if it's not the main. You've seen Sarah's on My. That show is gay AF.
No, it's not.
It's pretty.
Sure, it has lots of butts, but
a lot of butts.
Lots of butts, but they're Kappa butts.
Look, it's
so if anything, it's more of a furry show.
I don't know if that's how that works.
I think it is. Oh, I guess JoJo's is
Best
kind of has
pride
that gay
anime.
energy. It kind of
I
has that
mean,
gay energy.
it's definitely like the so manly it becomes girly show. Like
Yeah.
everyone is super fly though for sure.
Well, how have you been past month?
Uh, averaging out to all right. Last couple of weeks have been pretty hellacious for me. Kind of was talking about that before we started the podcast. I think I've talked about it a little bit on the other streams anyway, but basically I've been having to get up super early every day, and it's just been killing me slowly. But I think I'm going to get my schedule changed to a more realistic time that I can survive, and so that'll be good. But how about you? How you been? What's up?
Um, I've been fine. Oh, just working my butt off.
Wow, are you a
But
Kappa too?
yeah, I'm a Kappa too.
It all makes sense. It all makes
Wish I could just
sense.
lay in the water, just chill.
Yeah, that's what that show is about.
Um, but yeah, I've just been working nonstop. It's been physically, mentally exhausted. I've been sick multiple times. Um, due to like colds and stuff. I have one right now, so if you I'm trying my best to mute myself whenever I cough, but sorry if one slips through.
All good.
um yeah. Um it's been a time
Time indeed.
because I am still working two jobs. It's been um working two jobs since February. It is kind of getting to me a little bit, but we're just pushing. We have to. I have to just push a little longer, and if I push a little bit longer, everything will. So,
Mm-hmm.
but because of
Gambate.
that, like everything that I've been having to do my free time's gone to. Um, I haven't played Dawn Trail from Final Fantasy.
I've heard
I
it's
I
mid. I actually
I've
have heard
logged.
nothing.
That means you'll like it.
I probably will, honestly, because there's no possible way I can have more Asians, right?
I can't. I couldn't tell you. I haven't even played it. Um, Yeah, I pre-ordered the game and then I regretted pre-ordering the game and I like I logged on like once during early access, did a leveling roulette, and then
Wow.
logged off and oh, I
Good
did
use of
Wondrous Tales. I did
good use
Wondrous
of
Tales
time.
and I did a leveling and then I logged off and about it.
Really, really getting your value out of that pre-order. I like it.
Yeah, so basically the pre-order was wasted, but I couldn't have done anything about it anyway because I was working during that time and I have no time because of my mute being so an hour and a half long.
That
That
is pretty crazy.
yeah. Oh, sorry.
You're
Um,
good.
yeah. Uh, yeah. That's been what I've been doing. Just been playing phone games for the most part because that's the only thing I can do. I did buy a Switch so I could play some Switch games.
Wow.
Um, I've been trying to play through Thousand Year Door. It's been
Oh
really
yeah.
slow, really slow going because um I haven't been taking my Switch with consistently.
Mm.
Um, but what I played so far, I've really liked.
I think you were talking about that last week or two ago as being a pretty
St-
cool game.
Still playing Honky Starbucks,
Yeah,
best game of all time.
that can't be right.
Honkai Star Rail. Yeah, it's such a good game. I'm actually I'm a whale in that game, so I can't really like I thought that I wasn't a whale the longest time. And then I was looking at some accounts of some people that were light spenders and like that's not me.
Yeah, I think once the I think once it ticks over to 5 digits, you're officially not a small spender. So,
Yeah, I think mine is ticked to like 4 digits, not 5 digits.
oh wow,
It's just four.
it's fine.
Um, but
That's why you're working 2 jobs to pay for your Honkai Star Rail.
oh my goodness, honestly, true. I was able to afford 2 eidolons on a 2 copies of a character just came out. So but that's like besides the point.
No, yeah, it's an
Um,
investment in the future.
it's an investment. But anyway, and because of all this, my anime time has like suffered so much.
Not the anime time.
Yeah,
You can't just like watch that in the car when you're on your way to work.
like all the shows that I wanted to watch, I like stopped at like episode like 3 or
Gasp.
6, 7.
Say it ain't
I haven't been
so.
able to watch anything.
But you're our anime guy. You're the expert,
I
the one who
know
animes.
it's awful.
This
It's awful.
podcast is nothing.
I wish I had the time. I wish I was didn't have a job like I did for like half a year last year. That was such a good time. I miss it. Miss it so much. I miss being able to like wake up, get on my computer, play a fun game, and then oh, but right now it's just like taking a deep breath and then like getting all of my stuff together so I can move out, and then everything will.
Uh, oh, hey. Uh, I just realized
Down. I see.
Twi- Twitch is not down, but it's not feeding me the messages because I think G Silver's been trying to message through Twitch for a while, and I just realized that he was, but I wasn't seeing them. So something is going on with Twitch, which is great. Sorry, sorry, G Silver. I don't know what happened. But yes, I was listening very carefully to you, Zyga. Hello? That's not good. Oh no, am I? Hello? Everything crashed and I can't hear anything? Uh-oh. Am I crazy? He says I just hear you, not Zyga. Yeah, Zyga hasn't talked for a while. I don't know if he muted and died.
Oh, I was muted. Oh my gosh.
Okay, I
Oh
thought
no.
I was like going crazy because like I just didn't like talk for like
Oh, you're,
2 minutes. I was
I'm,
like,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I muted myself because I was coughing and then I forgot to unmute. Oh no.
okay, I'm
Oh
glad I'm
no.
not
Oh no.
completely
Oh
losing
no.
my mind.
Oh no. I'm sorry.
It's all good. Well, like Twitch is like
Okay.
acting weird too at the same time. It's like, oh no, my computer's just dying. It's the end.
I apologize.
It's all
That
good.
was my fault.
You're forgiven this time. Okay, I think we're here. So anyway, yeah. Hey.
Good.
So I think you're just telling me
Yeah,
about all the many, 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 many anime you've watched recently.
but yeah, you probably have watched more anime than I have. So
I have watched a whole 4 anime recently, so I'm feeling pretty pro.
for anime,
Yeah.
it's more than I've watched.
Yeah, so now I have the crown.
Yeah, you have the crown.
I am winner.
I
Gray
don't
not
think
having
I'll ever
audio
have
issues
that
won't
crown
try to
with
be a
you.
miracle. Such
I was messaging him, a friend, and I was like, "It's the really good animes this season." He's like, "What? You haven't been watching anything?" I'm like, "Nope."
gasp. Was he did he slap you in the face when next time you met?
Yeah, I feel like he see him.
No. That's what you get. But, but no, yeah,
Yeah.
huh? Yeah.
How's everything else been for you? How's been streams?
Oh, streams flawless. No multiple crashes every stream happening for me. That would be really frustrating. Um
I'm sure everyone's excited that you're not playing Final Fantasy.
no, it's been
That you're
so
not
good.
banging their head against the wall.
Yeah, everyone is so happy that I'm complaining about Destiny 2 instead for every Sunday. Because apparently
Well, now
nothing
you're
pleases me.
yeah. Nothing does please you. I've learned that.
It's true. I mean, if it's not Kuma Bear, then it's just not good enough. Apparently,
Not dangers in my heart. It's like
Dangers
why
of My Heart
bother?
is so good.
It's not.
I need that to be an MMO game immediately.
Uh,
Anyway,
um, there was this recent. Um, you remember the creators of Air, Clanad, and right,
uh, yeah, I can't remember the name of the studio off the top of my head,
it's like
but
Key or something like.
yeah, sure.
They're actually releasing. They're finally releasing their gotcha game
Wow,
global.
they're finally desperate for more money, huh?
Yeah, finally. I'm excited because I really want to play it. So I played a little bit of it. It's on Steam.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Heaven's Burn Red or
Oh,
Heaven
okay.
Burns Red or something like.
Hmm.
Um, but I played a little bit of it with the Japanese subtitles,
Right.
and it seemed really funny and really fun. So I'm really excited to try that.
That's
I don't know.
cool.
That was just some interesting news that I saw the other day. I
Yeah,
thought was
nice.
very exciting because we haven't really had like the creator of that franchise, the Air Claned, hasn't really made anything good right lately. So I
Right.
like to see what he's doing and cooking up, seeing if it's cooked well
Sure,
done.
sure. Gotta let him cook.
Unlike your kitchen, which is always burnt.
Oh, I haven't. Look, I've actually set off 0 fire alarms in the new apartment. Roommate, on the other hand, every time they do cook bacon is a smoke alarm.
Really,
It's it's very funny to me, at least.
did, should we tell the story of like when I almost started a
Yeah, you tried to
grease
bring down
fire?
my house. Yeah, sure.
Oh my god! Oh, I need to be.
Yes, we killed him. Finally got my revenge.
Oh my gosh, that I can't laugh. If I laugh, then like
It's death.
it's literally death.
Oh no!
Um,
Like the laugh you lose challenge.
yeah. So what happened was like I didn't teach myself of like what the boiling point or something was
The
for not
flashpoint.
the boiling point, flash point. That's what the term is for oil is.
Oils. Yeah.
So I like turned it up, and then it was like smoking like crazy, and I'm like, I don't know, and then it like almost caught fire, and it started smoking so much that I like took it and I brought it outside and in the snow. Put it in the
Yeah.
snow, and I was like, oh, I have no idea what I'm doing. I should watch a video. And
Yeah,
then
it
you come
was.
running down the stairs going like, what's going on? And I'm like, don't ask.
Yeah, well, like, yeah, because from my perspective, and I mean, the smoke alarm got set off occasionally just because it was kind of set stupidly close to the kitchen, in my opinion.
Sorry.
You're good. It's like it would get set off regularly, and so like I remember hearing the smoke alarm go off and be like, something must be like burning in the oven again. Oh well. But then like because my room was above the kitchen at that time, and like my room started like filling with smoke, and so I was like, oh, this might be a real problem. Hold on. Because I think I might have been like in the middle of a stream even. Like I can't remember. Like
I don't think so.
I had to like bail immediately. I was like, what is happening? Why is there smoke everywhere?
Yeah,
Oh,
and then I like aired out everything, and it's like it was a learning point for me. I never have cooked with for that time.
right. I mean,
But now I know
I
always to get a thermometer,
right.
the back of the box.
All good things. No, yeah. It turns
See,
out
we learn things.
Yeah, it turns out frying is a little advanced sometimes.
See, we learn things. Unlike you, who doesn't seem to learn fantasy or
No, I'm just learning that
learns things wrong.
I see the game for what it really is.
I don't think
I'm
so.
like Neo, and you all live in the Matrix. And I took the whole bottle of red pills, and I understand.
No,
I see the truth.
no, no, I don't think so.
It all makes sense. The Exarch plot twist was the worst reality.
Oh my goodness.
We'll do another follow up Final Fantasy 14 stream at some point, but
When you finish Shadowbringers,
sure we can talk
or
about the
finish that.
many flaws of Shadowbringers.
Oh my goodness. But anyway, that's not our topic today.
It's not. What are we talking about? Zygus on
Rated under anime.
how rated for under. Are we allowed to talk about that on streams?
Wouldn't rated under anime be like kids shows?
I guess, or rated as being like worse than anime. I guess I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, we could talk about Butt Detective. That's a kids show that I
Talk
desperately
about
want to
Pretty
watch.
Cure.
Yeah, I guess that is technically a kids show.
Powerpuff Girl.
Yeah, all equally equal shows. But yeah, so we're talking about shows what we think are pretty cool, but nobody else thought was cool, or not enough people thought was cool.
Now, to preface at least mine, at least I only chose a few,
Gasp.
but I am going with more like these are kind of popular in Japan, not popular in the West.
Okay,
So
interesting.
at least two of mine. Two of mine are like popular, really popular in Japan, but not popular.
Hmm. Okay. Go on. Or I guess do you want to start or
Uh, we can have you start. I want you to
start?
start.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. I can start with one. And I guess to preface this one just a little is I think this one it was is like pretty favorably regarded, but I feel like it was extremely overshadowed during the season it came out. So I feel like it's worth mentioning because I feel like it has been kind of forgotten
Hmm.
because of that. But I
Okay.
want to talk about Dododo. This show premiered the same season as the first season one of Demon Slayer, and so
Uh,
because Dororo also happens to be primarily about a boy who fights and kills demons while traveling with like a small, spunky companion. Like it,
so naturally they're gonna get compared to each other.
they got compared a lot, and I think because they were at least surface level very similar, and for whatever reason, like I mean, and to be fair, like Demon Slayer was based like on a much newer manga that was already pretty popular, and so Demon Slayer just got like a lot more hype around it. But
Yeah.
I feel like Dororo, because I mean it's based off of what is it, T- Tezuka, right? I think is which is like a mangaka from like he's like the godfather of manga. I think this one was like written
Oh
in
yeah.
like the late 50s or early 60s. I want to say because I think there was an anime back like in the mid 60s too, but this is technically like a remake of that original series. Um, but it's super good. It's apparently 24 episodes long. It's a
Surprised you.
full.
I'm
Huh?
surprised you like this one.
Well, I liked it because the show is violent and there's a lot of like death and like important characters do die and there's a lot of like drama and heaviness to the story. But it does it in a very like respectful way. I feel like I feel like nothing's ever like without meaning, and they always like give like weight and time for things. Like like I don't know, like it's a really well paced show, and I mean especially like because like the ending of it is phenomenal. But anyway, like because the basic story is I can't remember the main character's name actually. When I think about it, because Dororo is actually the little kid who. But anyway, so what is the kid's name? Doesn't even say in the whatever. But anyway, so like the main character was cursed when he was born. He had no limbs, nose, eyes, ears, or even skin. Like because his father essentially sold his body to demons in order to like save his land and like strengthen it and make it prosperous within like a feudal Japan setting kind of thing. And so he's essentially like sacrificed to demons um, through like a bunch of crazy circumstances. He actually survives to be a teenager, and it's about him like fighting these demons to like get his body back essentially. And it's really cool. It's very it like it's very outlandish, or it's also like really grounded. I feel like it's very believable. The characters are really good, and I don't know. Like I loved every episode, and like it's just like so tightly paced because 24 episodes. Like I don't think there's a single filler episode that whole run. Like it's all just like just good solid story.
Wait, something like his like limbs back or something.
Right. Well, so I mean, it says here in this synopsis there were 12 demons specifically that his father made a deal with, and in exchange for 12 parts of his body, like these demons basically agreed to like kind of like work like serve his father to like grow his land because he's a daimyo or something like that. But and so it's a whole thing, and like and just I don't know because it's so good because like even like the villains, like the antagonists of the show are like really fascinating and interesting. Like every character feels believable. Like there's definitely like some characters are like super unlikable, but like they're still like really well written. I don't know. It's a good show, and it just nobody paid attention to it really when it came out because Demon Slayer,
And Demon Slayer was really that hit show. So just the production quality.
right?
Like it wasn't really about. story, mostly just the cool production quality.
Right. It had a lot of flash, but
Yeah, I see
which
why I picked this one. Good pick.
it's a show I genuinely I think it was like my anime of the year back when it came out. Like it was a really good one for me. But anyway, what's one you enjoyed, Zyger?
Um, uh,
It's so good, right?
Love Live School Idol Project.
All right, you're gonna need to defend this thesis.
Yeah, the first season. Yeah, that. Hold on a second. You're back.
All right, I'll go ahead and talk about this show in Zygus' place while he's gone, because I obviously know exactly what the show's about. They, it's about red versus blue, and these girls are clearly team blue, and so they probably have to fight the red school, probably usually in a canyon setting for convenience of camera angles. And I don't know. I'm guessing the girl with the orange hair is the main character because she's like in the middle. I get it right, Zyga? Just describing the eroge? Is there an eroge? That can't be right. The irregular Magic High School count as underrated. Oh my god. Goodsworth? I think you're still muted, by the way, Zyga, if you're trying to talk. Um, so Goodsworth. I've never seen the irregular Magic High School. I accidentally watched what is it, The Honor at Magic High School, which is like the spin-off sequel slash prequel. And I was very confused and annoyed until I found out it was actually like a sequel series to Irregular Magic High. I do actually kind of want to watch that 'cause I was intrigued by the world. I just was very confused because I watched it out of order.
I'm
But
so sorry about that. Someone came in my room
did you
and
punch
wanted
him?
to talk to me for a second.
She'd be like, "Nah, get out of here! I'm streaming."
All right,
Goo goo.
I'll defend this one. Okay, I'll defend the Nico knee. I'll defend it. Okay,
There's a Nico Nui.
it's just really good. Okay,
Sure.
um, like each of the characters are really fun, especially with like all the seasons. Like Love Live, Sunshine series 2, Love Live, ah, Superstar was really good. I like the characters from that. Um,
Cool, cool.
but yeah, it reminds me of like how good like K-On! Was when it came out. Has kind of
Okay.
like that flair
Hmm.
of how good the characters in
It's
K-On! Were compared to and it feels like this one's just like amped up a whole lot. And the music is pretty good. I enjoy idol music. I know that's it's contentious if people like it or dislike it,
it's a bad
but
opinion, but go continue. I'm
I
kidding.
pretty much enjoy it for the most part.
I think it's fun. I mean, it's like pop music in America, right? Like it's kind of like candy music, but like it's fun. So
What
so who's best girl? Quick, three
this
seconds.
girl? I think it's Hanamaru. I think or is that the wrong one? No, no, that's the wrong one.
Don't ask
Hanamaru. I know
me.
Hannah. I don't remember which one. It's been a while. Okay, I think it was the right here.
Okay, the back left.
Maki. I think I don't remember. Yeah.
Gotcha.
But they
All right,
all were good. They all were good. They
I'll
they
check
all
forums later and see what the polls say. Make sure you're right.
they all were awesome. But yeah, Love Live is super popular in Japan. That's for some reason over here, no one ever talks about it. No one ever cares. But
Yeah.
I felt like season 1 was like really well done. Well done. It was like really fun. Like, every episode just fun. It's not like something that's like super deep. It's like this deep story or whatever.
Hmm.
Just cute girls doing cute things, you know?
Right. That's a fun genre. Yeah, I can see why it's never quite hit the mainstream in the U.S. at least, because I'm willing to bet most anime casual viewers would just like see the post and be like, that's a show for girls.
Yeah, either that or they would just be like, "Oh, this is just an overly cute. Every character is just carbon copy, like other characters.
Right, it's a
Tsundere,
waifu
kudere,
collector
whatever, waifu collector, yeah."
of American
And
Idol.
technically,
That's true. That is
technically it is
superior.
because there was a rhythm game for it, but I felt like the first season at least was a lot more than that. Season two, that as well. Series three was like got a little bit more with the waifu collector bit, and wasn't as good as the previous two series, but
Hmm.
um, first one was great. But yeah,
Fair enough.
no one really talks about it, and I feel like people should talk about it more.
Very fair. I approve of this selection.
I think that maybe you would like it. Maybe.
I probably would. I like the kind of like laid back shows. I did
Yeah,
really like K-On! So
super laid back. So
so cool. I mean, that's definitely one that I've kind of looked into a little bit because I know like you've talked about them in the past and how much you enjoy them.
and
Uh,
I think what was it? It's also by Sunrise. Sunrise is pretty good at what they
Sunrise.
um
Just double
Sunrise.
checking your fact
Yeah,
checking. Code
yep.
Geass, Cowboys Bebop, okay.
They're the
Gintama,
Gundam one.
Inuyasha. They've made a couple of good stuff.
Sunrise really makes stuff.
They've been around for a while.
So the animation is pretty good, and when they do their music stuff like that, it's really nice.
Okay.
Anywho, tell me about your next one.
Right, yes. The one that I have prepared right here in my pocket. Uh, you'll never guess what it is because I'm telling you right now it's Dragon Quest. Dai no Daiboken. Um, Weirdly enough, and I think this might be I might have picked this for a similar reason to why you picked Love Live, actually. Because I feel like this show did not catch on in the US at least at all.
Wait, this is recent.
Yeah, this is the 2020 remake because there's a 90s anime. This show got basketed because the 90s anime never finished. It only got up to like episode 30 something. But then they came back and they finished because it's based off a manga. And so they came back to it in 2020 and decided they were going to finish the whole. They kind of like started the show from the beginning and they finished out the manga. Like from the beginning, they planned to do exactly 100 episodes to kind of adapt the manga.
Yeah.
And they did. They finally finished it up, I think, last year, I want to say.
Okay.
And it's super good. Because it's, I mean, obviously it's a Akira Toriyama designs. It might have actually been the...
Is this like based off the game, or is it just like a side thing?
So it takes place within the Dragon Quest universe. Like the games came first. I remember who. Okay, Riku Sanjo and Koji Inada. So, but yeah, I mean, yeah. So it was sort of like a spin off based off the game, like loosely based off the games, mostly just like in terms of just like the basic setting and like some of the monsters and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's it's a really solid like shonen show. Like
Okay.
and and even though like it's really fascinating because it's, I mean, obviously like 2020, so it's got like really like crisp, clean animation. Like it looks really good. Like the fights are really nice. Like everything really is like pretty well animated. But then like the whole story feels very 90s anime because I mean it's based off a 90s manga. And they like really held true to that like that feel. So like if you've, you know, if you like Yu Yu Hakusho or like, you know, old school Dragon Ball Z kind of stuff, like it's got that same feel that those old shonen shows have, but just like with like a cleaner look. And it's like it's a really fun, well contained story. Like 100 episodes is long, but like it's never like I can't think of like a single episode that was like purely filler. Like everything was
Really?
like because like every the whole show is progressing. Like it is his great adventure. Like, and the like the way the, because essentially it's about so Dai, he's an orphan who grew up on an island full of monsters. He was raised by monsters essentially. Um, until the basically like he awakes in a world that's like post the Demon King's like defeat, and all the monsters have kind of like become docile as a result. But then the Demon King mysteriously like resurrects, and all of the monsters are like re-enslaved to his will and forced to become like violent monsters again. And
Okay.
so it's about him going on this adventure to basically like save his island by stopping the demon lord, demon king, whatever. So that's like the super basic story, but like it's got so many good like twists and turns and like like just things like you wouldn't expect it to go. Like
Hmm.
it's just like it's a fun, good like story. Like in like the side, like the characters he comes across are great. Like the people who join his team, the villains are really good. Like I can't think of like a single villain that was like boring. Like they were all fascinating and like they're on like very different way for like what was motivating them.
Okay.
Like, you know, like and it really ran the gamut from like cartoonishly evil to like very very sympathetic. And
Okay.
I don't know, it's just it's a really just good adventure. Like that's just what it is. And I feel like it kind of got ignored for whatever reason here because I mean Dragon Quest in general never has done super well in the U.S. with maybe the
Yeah,
exception
I
of
feel
11.
yeah, I feel like it just hasn't like found its footing. Like 11 really did help, but like um it doesn't really have that audience that like Final Fantasy has.
Right, yeah, for some reason. And I guess to answer your question, somebody does a sword sheath charging thing. Yeah, so there's like a couple of like, yeah, he has like moves that he learns that are cool looking. That the character in that one fancy looking jump game. Oh, I think so actually. I think it is Dai in that game. I think he's the character they chose to represent Dragon Quest.
Um
Because I mean, because to be fair, like a lot of like the game characters are like a little bit generic on purpose because you're supposed to be kind of like it's supposed to like be you, but like Dai is his own fully fleshed out like human. So,
yeah,
but
fancy.
yeah, it's a really fun show. I
Hmm,
liked it a lot.
I approve of it because it's does seem like an underrated show,
Yeah, it's
and I'll trust you on it
you will because you're
for
gonna
this
watch
one
all
time.
100 episodes tomorrow. The Shonen Jump game,
How
he was
will I
DLC, I
find the
think.
time? How will I find the time?
Anime Heroic Age. I've never heard of Heroic Age. Oh, Goodsworth. I think if you like 90s style stuff, I think this show would be up your alley. It feels very 90s. It's cool. But anyway, what's your next one, Boss Man?
Um, it's another Sunrise anime,
Gasp. You
and
can't do that.
it's gonna be the one that's extremely popular. It's called
Steam Boy?
Gundam. Gundam.
Oh,
I would say that Gundam, like, just if we're gonna put this together as a whole. kind of a thing. And I'll preface this by saying that I have not seen all of Gundam, so I can't
Oh,
really um talk too much about like some of the middle shows like Gundam Z, all this other stuff. But I feel like nowadays it's very underrated because like when the most recent one came out, the Gundam for
oh,
Mercury,
right, yeah,
not a lot of people were talking about it, but it was really, really well done. And there's a lot of other ones from Sunrise as well, like Gundam Unicorn and Gundam like Thunderbolt. Like they have these really, really well done, like visually stunning OVAs or like movies from their like recent lineups. And not a lot of people have talked about it. Gundam Unicorn was one that I really enjoyed, as well as like Witch for Mercury. It made me really to consider like trying to get
hmm,
because it does seem like a um really good series to get into, but it just has a lot of like baggage, you know.
right. There's like so
Um,
much of it now that it
yeah,
probably gets
there's
a little
so much
intimidating.
of them, and it's pretty old. I really wish that they would just like remake series one, something like that. That would be nice. Or I don't know if they did or not.
Right. Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
Um.
I
Yeah.
think Smo said this was his
Gundam.
favorite one right here, so I'll open this one up.
Yeah. Gundam. I feel like is just so underrated. So just how much there is to go into, and so people are like turned off by it. And they try watching the first original series, and then they get really bored because it is slow.
Right.
And
It's very classic sci-fi. But
yeah, and then they just like give up right then and there. And but I think that there's a lot to like find that's good in the shows. And
all right.
there's a lot of merchandise too. I
Here it is.
built my first gunpla.
Gunpla.
I went to Japan last time I went to Japan I bought a gunpla, and it was really fun putting it together. Nerve wracking because I thought I was gonna break something. I think I did break one thing.
It looks extremely delicate, yeah.
Yeah, but it was fun putting it together, and I was like, oh, maybe I want to get a bigger one of these because they're really cool looking. Uh, it's awesome. But yeah, that's my pick. Um, like I know that it's if I were to say it's in like Japan, I would like um be like, no, it's not underrated at all. It's so popular. Yeah, over here, no one really talks about it at all.
It really is like it's kind of that ubiquitous series of like everyone's heard of it, but then like relatively few people have probably like watched any Gundam.
I feel like
Like
it's overshadowed by um Evangelion and
right,
like Code Geass, Gurren Lagann, the big shows, big
right.
mecha shows. And Gundam really never had that big epic like show that everyone wanted to see. So it kind of like got pushed to the side, but there's good stuff there. Stuff that
Hmm,
I really want to get back into it.
fair. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I eventually should watch some good. Like I've watched like odd episodes of it, but I've really never sat down to like watch like an entire series. Or wait, actually,
Didn't you
there's
watch I don't think you watched Unicorn with us. I think you maybe watched a bit of Origins.
yeah, we watched
I'm not sure.
Origins. I think that's the most of anything I've seen, and it was good. What I don't think I never finished it with the group, but I did like what I
Yeah.
saw of it.
Yeah. Well, that is my pick.
Fair enough.
What is your
My third and maybe final pick. What? Is this going to be the best one of them all that I pick? It would have to be, right? That's how the order goes.
uh
By building up the suspense enough.
sure.
I think we all know what it's going to be.
What's it gonna be?
It's Dr. Ramune, of course. Everyone loved this show when it came out. We all remember it.
What?
Exactly. That's why I wanted to talk about the show.
Dr. Ramune, mysterious disease specialist.
Kaibyoi Ramune. The best way to describe this show is like it's like the really awkward child of Bakemonogatari and Mob Psycho. And that's pretty much why I love it, honestly. Um,
Really?
because essentially the the story of the show is Ramune is a guy who calls himself a doctor anyway, but he specializes in dealing with what they call kaibyoi, which are essentially like, I mean, it basically just they translate to mysterious disease. Yes, it's like weird illnesses, like things that like nobody else can cure. He's the one that people will come to, and he has like a young pupil who is learning from him. I can't remember the kid's name, which is unfortunate because he's essentially the main character, and they don't seem to have that listed here. Kuro, that's right. There's a character list. Oh yeah, so there's the two main characters, but basically every episode is like self-contained to a degree, because like every episode is like about like a different case they encounter, and sometimes it'll take like 2 or 3 episodes to tell the full story depending on the difficulty of the case, I guess. But the running theme of the show is that every kind of like mysterious illness that people come to him with are like some weird like food-based illness. Like the first episode is all about this girl who cries condiments out of her eyes.
What?
And then there's another one about a woman whose ears have turned into dumplings. There's a man who's, I don't know, but anyway, there's just like, they're all kind of just like really odd things that are like kind of like have like a food theme to them. And I mean, there's a really important reason why it's that way that kind of culminates on the final episode. But I feel like it's an important enough like plot twist and stuff that I don't really want to explain the whole deal of it. But it's a really clever show, and I think a lot of people wrote it off because on the surface it's very silly. Particularly, I think episode 2 is where a lot of people immediately clicked away because it's about a guy whose penis turns into like fish sausage. But and I think a lot of people like, yeah, it's a great show. Technically speaking, they got away with uncensored genitalia in that episode, but that's
I have no words for that.
no, it's super fun. But
is it?
No, it's super good. Trust me. But no, yeah, because I say it because it's like Mob Psycho because the relation that Ramune and Kudo have is very similar to Mob and what's his uselessness. Can't remember that guy's name. Like it's a very similar dynamic, but then like the weird mysterious problems are very like Bakemonogatari.
Okay.
And it's really fun, and I'd say like the 12 episodes is really well paced for like a complete story. I think the manga does continue, but I feel like with the 12 episodes, like it tells the full story like that you would want, kind of, in terms of like you really like, and I don't know, it's just really good. Like it's got like some of my favorite characters in anime are part of this series. Like some of the side characters they meet in certain episodes are just like far and away like the some of the best written characters I've seen in any show. And so this is a show like I think about probably at least once a month. Like I'll think about this show because like it just like really stuck with me.
think I agree with Tune. I have no words for this.
Why would it be my worst take? Like I actually I don't understand why.
It's just so weird.
Well,
Oh,
that's
I
the
guess this fits
that's
your MO. It
well
does.
that's the whole point of the
It's
show. Like and it's a show that rewards patience because like if you make it to episode 12, like you immediately want to go back and rewatch the entire series because you're like, oh, that's what was happening. It's one of those cool shows. But anyway, it's a really fun one. Actually, I do been meaning to find the manga because I don't think they're gonna probably make a season 2 ever. But I feel like it only had volumes
I,
5 volumes actually. The show might have been completely finished within the manga then. Manga was 2017. The anime was 2021. Yeah. So it may
um
have told the entire story, but anyway, that's my third.
uh so for my last one, now don't report me.
I will. I just talked about Dr. Amune. There's nothing you could possibly do that's sketchy or mate. Well, probably there is.
I don't think this is this. I can't say that this.
Is it perfectly
Uh,
rated? Is it well deserved how
no,
rated it is?
no, I think it was as rated as it could be.
it, was,
Uh,
it was extremely rated. Perfect.
should I
We'll never know
choose
what it
like
was.
maybe I'll just choose it. Maybe I'll just choose it. Maybe because no one talks about it anymore. It's not really. It was kind of really popular at the time
And then
came
kind of got
out,
forgot.
but it kind of got forgot.
That's a shame.
Because when its second season came out, like I didn't hear about it. And it's B stars. Remember that?
Oh, sure.
Star.
Everyone memed on the show when it came out.
Yes, they did because it's CG.
It is
I
with I
remember
think it was a
correctly.
stop motion opening.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, it's the
B
furry anime
stars.
here.
Yes, yeah, it's the furry anime. But I thought it was pretty good. I never saw season two because I didn't realize that there was a season two.
Oh, you
To
never
be
saw season
completely
2?
honest.
I never saw it either. I've been meaning to. There's also a movie, I think.
Yeah, B stars was really good. It was probably really popular at the time it came out. I remember we were talking about it. But then it just like fell off and talked about it anymore. It's like other
Right.
things like Attack on Titan were it's ending, not about that, and then Demon Slayer was doing Slayer things, other stuff came out. But I feel like it's as of like today, it's pretty underrated. Like if I were to like show someone this, they would probably be like, turned off by the picture and the CG, everything. So I would say it's underrated
I mean,
as of like today.
I do kind of agree because like, I would say like maybe season 2 was where it got underrated because like the number of people who watched season 1 and then it fully drops by half for season 2.
Oh yeah, it
So everybody
does.
really did forget about it.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, I will say like I like this show is still talked about like in furry circles, but
Yeah.
obviously the furries are a whole different corner of the internet. Um, but no, yeah, and it was really it is weird because like I think that whole season like it's one of the ones people were talking about the most, but then like by 2020 nobody talked about it.
Maybe it was a mixture of like the pandemic stuff like nothing really was coming out. and other stuff was on. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Yeah, that's kind of
But,
it's kind of like my thoughts on it. It's basically just like about like a like high school or something like that with like animals,
right.
and all the characters are really good. I love the main character. She's just all of his interactions, actually like with like Bunny, Haru, that it's fantastic. Know that this show's like could be a real turnoff for some people just due to the CG itself. Um, it's really fantastic.
Right. No, yeah, it honestly, and it looked really good. Like, this is probably the best looking CG show that I'm aware of. Like,
There's only one other really good one better. It's that one about jewels or something like
uh,
or jewels. If G Silver is
oh, are you
Jewels
talking
is
about
still
like
here, you would know.
Luster, Land of the
Yeah,
Lustrous?
Land of the Lustrous. That's what it
What's
was.
CG? Never saw that one. Hmm.
That one was CG.
Okay.
That was is probably the best CG. So good. Anywho,
Yeah, fair enough.
anywho, those are my picks for yeah.
Pretty good picks. I'm just pulling up Heroic Age because Goodsworth was curious. Apparently, one he likes a lot.
Platoon has a physical CD of that opening. Nice.
By
But
Yo
did you get the book 1 and 2? Should have got that instead.
Hattoon Fake Fan. Confirmed.
Big fan.
Man. Also accused me of being a furry. That's so not true. I can't possibly imagine where these blind accusations could come from
When
based on my
is
interests.
the question is really when is the Grayson furry avatar?
I mean, I do have bunny ears now that people can redeem. Does that count?
Oh, that doesn't count.
Is that only stage one furry? That's
Yeah, it's
still
only stage 1
safe.
furry. Still safe.
Lando declares safe. Good.
But yeah, like sorry we've been not having the podcast as much.
Yeah. Zyga
We've
is
both been
sorry.
getting we've both been getting caught up in like other things.
Yeah, Zyga's
Like
been really
last
busy.
month. Oh, you've been really busy.
I'm sorry. But yeah, hopefully someday, maybe some far off year, we get more regular about this.
Yeah,
It's cryptid.
I think that
Cursed.
once my once my schedule like stabilizes and well it's kind of stable now, but when I have more free time, I think I'll be a lot more proactive in like watching anime and stuff like that, but it's really hard right now. It's really hard. I'm not gonna lie. Um, it's really hard getting uh staying sane.
Hmm.
But it's all gonna happen for it's all building to a point. You know? Um, I think it will all turn out good in the end. It's just this one point is really tough, but
Right.
it will all be good. It'll all be good.
Yeah. I mean, there's a season for all things.
But
It's
what are your plans for the rest of the week?
for the rest of the week. Let's see here. Um, unless things are announced otherwise, I believe on Friday we'll be playing Lies of P. I'll be joined by Smo for that.
You not done with that yet?
No, we've had trouble like consistently playing every Friday. It's been rough.
Oh,
But we are more than halfway through though, because I think I read somewhere that like the King of Puppets was like the halfway point, and we've gotten a couple of bosses past him at this point. So we're probably
okay.
closing in on like 2/3 finished, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
So we're getting there. Most of life finds a way.
Yes. Yeah, that's so true. That is my life in a nutshell. Life finds a way to screw things up sometimes.
Yeah,
But
it is what it is.
yeah,
I mean,
that's
think about
life.
like,
Ups and downs.
and for you, like a year from now, like when everything's like kind of stabilized and you got yourself a good situation, good.
Yeah, like right now, it everything that I'm doing is like building towards like getting a good place and like having everything for that time so I'm not in debt up to my knees stuff. Um like for example, like getting like furniture or getting like um I don't know, just utensils or electronics or anything like that. I'm trying to just get like everything together every before I like start paying rent and stuff like that. Because right now I'm still unfortunately living with my parents, and it's tough on me psychologically because I really want to get out. But it's a necessary evil moment. And
Right.
once I'm like out and I have everything that I need, I'm like have my space. Oh, it's gonna be so nice. I'm excited. And that day is not too far off. So
That's very exciting. You're
and
gonna make it.
I honestly wish I could do a lot more in Final Fantasy. Like that's like uh I could go on and on about like how much like I just fallen off on the game. Like I'm really close to unsubbing and then forgetting about my houses. Like that's like at the point where I'm at right now.
It'd
But
be so
I
sad.
I bought the John Trail expansion and I should play it. It's just like it's just the MSQ takes so long. And realistically, like the entire like trying to like do the MSQ is like a lot of time. I just don't have.
Hmm. That's
But
understandable.
I'm gonna try tomorrow. I'm gonna try tomorrow to do a bit of it.
All right.
I'm almost finished with the Elden Ring DLC, so I have to bang my head against the wall on the final boss very soon.
I heard he's super easy.
Yeah.
Something like only
Yeah.
scrubs would struggle with him.
Oh, I don't even want to think about trying to do that. I've seen some clips. I haven't seen the entire fight, but I've seen clips. And it looks like my worst nightmare.
That'll be fine. Just spam your magic laser you have still, right?
No, I don't have that.
Oh,
But I have this really cool two weapon set. This dual blade set. Awesome.
been
It's
working for
like
you.
it's like two swords in
Two
each hand,
swords.
and it has like this magic stance and it has this fire stance. It's so cool.
Hmm. Very cool.
It's very cool. I love it. And it converted me from being a Oonga Boonga smash big weapon
Yeah.
character to this nimble warrior. But
Very cool.
anyway, um, but yeah, what are you said you're doing? Liza P.
Yeah, Liza P.
Uh,
Friday. I'm debating if I want to do something new on Saturday. We've been playing Warframe again last couple of Saturdays, and I like Warframe a lot, but I'm just worried that I'm at kind of a point where like the only thing I can do with Warframe is just like grind for stuff, and I don't know if that's terribly interesting for a stream. I mean, I guess I can ask people if that's what they want, but I'm also considering maybe trying to find a new game to play.
yeah.
There's lots of cool games
Well,
out
it
there.
doesn't. Well, it doesn't sound like Destiny is going to be your thing.
Well, the thing is, like, I'm having the same. I'm having similar things with Destiny where I'm having with Warframe. Where like Destiny feels really fun to play. Um, Story is kind of a mess because since I didn't start Destiny 2 when it came out, like I'm missing like massive swaths of the story that are completely
Yep.
inaccessible to me.
Yep.
And so I'm kind of having the situation of like, well, I guess can't care about the story since the game won't let me experience the story. Like it's just like
Yeah. The new player experience is awful in Destiny 2. I feel for you.
yeah, so it's like and I'm trying to do like story missions, but I'm at least doing like the new light quest missions right now, and I'll probably go through the expansions that I can play. But it's just like
See, like I tried installing Destiny 2 the other day right before the new expansion came out, the final shape or whatever. Because I used to play during Shadowkeep a
mm,
long time ago. I played for like a whole year. Like
wow,
grinded so hard in that game. You remember that because
I do.
I was there.
I remember hearing you yell through the walls.
Yep, yep. There was I was playing that for like an entire year, and then they removed my favorite weapons and sunsetted all my favorite weapons, or nerfed them to the ground.
Mm,
And then I could not have any fun anymore. And then reinstalled it because I heard that they were going to unsunset those weapons so you could use them again.
right.
And um, so I reinstalled it. I tried playing one mission of the Witch Queen expansion, I think was
Hmm.
one, like the beginner mission. I just
Right.
couldn't take it. I just couldn't take it. I was like, all right, I think I've had enough of this game. It
Yeah.
was too much for me. My brain kind of exploded. I was like, I don't really want to regrind for weapons, and I don't know. The the
Yeah.
the the realization of everything that I missed kind of like was weighing down on me. Like, I don't know if you ever got this while you were playing Final Fantasy, but when there's like so much ahead of you and you feel like you're drowning in like what you've like missed out on or what you like have to do.
Right.
I don't know. Have you ever felt that way about Final Fantasy?
With 14, not so much, honestly. Like I'm sure there's like probably like been many events that I've missed out on. There were probably like one-time events that'll never come again. But it seems like they do a pretty good job of cycling through things where like you never like truly miss like any of the really big events. You always have another chance later. Um, I mean, at this point, like I've sequestered myself from the 14 community so much because I'm so far behind the story that I'm just not aware of anything that I have missed. Like I'm sure, like once I do finally catch up and I can actually start exploring the community, I can see like, oh man, all these cool things used to happen. Darn it!
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of
But
stuff, a lot of hidden stuff in Final Fantasy 14.
right, I can't wait till I can start playing side quests. I feel like if I could
Like,
just ignore the MSQ, I feel like I'd enjoy the game a lot more.
just skip it.
I
Just
really,
skip it.
I really might. I feel like people would yell at me
Like,
if I start skipping cutscenes that have stupid Emmett suck in it, though.
oh my goodness, great. Oh,
I
bad
want to
takes. Here they come.
so
Here they
badly
come,
want to.
Hatoon. Here they come. Here they come, Hatoon.
Other than
They
the
come.
entire story of what has happened, Gray hasn't missed much. Thanks, Attune. Goodsworth says grind can be fun with friends. I honestly I like grinding. I enjoy it. I just don't know if it's fun for other people to watch. And then yeah, Destiny 2 is kind of tough. This is more of a culture theme. It's on being part of the first wave. There's a much FOMO in the game. Yeah, I've never felt a need to be like first at anything. I do kind of inherently hate limited time events, which obviously MMOs do a lot of. Like Destiny 2 makes me feel like I've missed so much just because I just can't get to it anymore. And it's like I feel like it's gonna be really hard for me to ever like truly enjoy Destiny 2 because of how much I can't ever apparently experience. But anyway,
I feel like yeah, that's a big factor in Destiny 2. I also like your seasonal quests are like the thing. Just like either it's a mount, some sort of like okay mount, say in, or it's I don't know, some sort
like
of
a
housing
gesture,
item, gesture housing item like that. It's something really small that you don't like worry about unless you're
right?
like a super collector.
Right.
Um,
I mean, I will say the seasonal events have probably been my favorite thing so far in the game because they're kind of like the right amount of depth that I want in a story. Because and honestly, it's about the right amount of depth that I feel that the writers of 14 can handle. Because I feel like
oh
they have
my
for
goodness!
I feel like they
Stop! Stop! Stop!
just saying.
Stop! You know, if I had more, I'd be out. But I mean, I'm down.
Yeah, this is my chance
This
to win.
is your chance to win arguments because I have like. But
Wow, so
anyway,
WoW does that. My media literacy can handle smoke. But anyway, yeah. So it was fun to. I mean, kind of
fun to catch
short-ish
up.
podcast. Mostly just kind of
So,
dithering, but
sorry that I've been out of it. I feel like I haven't been too animated today.
it's all good. I mean, you're sick and tired.
Yeah, I'm battling some sickness, but I wanted to get this out there and check in with everyone, say hey, because I know,
I know
yeah,
Hatun missed you dearly.
it's my good taste.
I mean, I don't know why. Like, I offer my opinions on every stream. That should be plenty of opinion.
Well, I don't think anyone wants to hear your opinion. Sorry,
Think,
sorry,
look,
sorry.
the problem is the world. It's not me.
No, it's
I'm like, I'm like,
comprehension.
I'm like the Da Vinci of anime. Like, I'm just so far ahead of my time. No one can appreciate me. That's really what's going on. Like,
Yeah,
200 years from now, they're gonna be like, that guy was actually pretty based.
I don't think so.
That's what they're gonna say.
It's gonna be like
Low key, not cringe.
they're just gonna look at your channel and be like, this guy that said he was supposed to be into paranormal
And never did a
any paranormal.
single thing. Never even played a horror game.
Never played a horror game. Hasn't even played what's the game called? Alan Wake 2 on stream. So he said the first game was his favorite game of all time.
Yeah. Look, I'll get around to it. I also haven't played Little Misfortune, which is from the same studio that my favorite game of all time came from, Franbo.
Why
So
don't you play Alan Wake 2
I could.
next game? It is your next
I could. But I had to play Alan Wake
horror
1
game?
first, and then Control, and then Quantum of Solace, or whatever the other game was that
No.
they did.
And then you'll have more.
I probably would. Those games sound really nice right now.
Do it. It is your channel.
It's true.
long as you're happy, everyone's happy.
All right, new decrees. Final Fantasy 14 banned. Anime podcasts where people disagree with my opinions also banned.
No,
I'm gonna play only
no.
fun games, and that's the new rule. I think you're right, Zai. I think I'll be much happier with these new things in place.
How about let's just ban you, and then I
No,
can take over with my good takes.
no, I worked so hard. I mean, I worked anyway. I can't say it was necessarily quality, but you know,
I mean, a tune can take over.
to leave the community. How's this a tune? Wow, Hatoon's
Yeah,
really against Zyga taking over.
a tune can take the can take the throne, or Smo. Okay, yeah, Smo's the Smo has the throne. Yep,
It's a very paltry throne.
throne made of sticks,
It's a throne of glass.
sticks and Elmer's glue.
I love Elmer's glue. Tastes so good on popsicle sticks.
Anyway, it's getting pretty late for me.
All right. Yeah, this has been fun. Thanks for coming back, Zyga. We
Yes,
missed you.
yeah, missed you too. It's been a while since we've talked, and it's good to talk again. Good to have some normalcy back.
All right. Hopefully we'll get back to a regular schedule at some point. But
Yeah, and I really want to get some food with you sometime soon.
you have to do that again sometime. Smell, you're invited. Just come out to Utah.
Yeah,
Atoon, don't come out to Utah.
yeah. Oh, June can come.
No.
We will sit around you, and then we'll have an intervention.
No, guys, Dangers of My Heart is really good and has no bearing on what I personally desire to do.
No, we will literally sit you down like in a chair, and then we'll all sit around you in a circle, and then we'll be like, your takes on Final Fantasy are terrible.
No, I'm gonna have Excel spreadsheets and graphs and so many like accounts that I'll have created that support my opinion on various social media platforms.
That is honestly true. You need extreme therapy. Yeah, yeah, I
No,
agree. I agree.
guys, I'm a sane and balanced human. Don't value my opinion at all. That's kind of rude.
Electrotherapy, waterboarding.
Guys, you guys are uninvited to my
Sorry,
intervention.
I can't laugh. I can't laugh.
No, you can't die on stream. We'll get banned for that.
I can't laugh. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm dying. I'm dying. It's the laughing. It's the laughing. If I laugh, it's it like somehow acts up the cough, and then it wants to come out. It wants to come out, even though I've like taken like four, um, no, like three, cough drops during this whole
That's a
podcast.
lot. See, what you got to do is every time you're about to laugh, just start reciting the quadratic formula to yourself. There's nothing more boring.
I will not. How about I just turn on a Grayson stream?
That hurts my heart. That one hurts for real.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
Not the hood, Hatoon. That place is scary. They got those cars that bounce up and down. It's no good. They play their music too loud.
Well, see you guys next time, I guess.
Yeah, this has been fun. We'll see you all in an indeterminate amount of time for more podcast. But
Yeah,
someday maybe more regular.
And if you have any good topics and stuff, be sure to let us know in the chat room.
Yeah, we're always down for suggestions. We're also down for you to agree with anything we say. Anything else, you know, we can hold on to those. Don't worry about telling us. See you next month.
Right.
So rude. All right. Good night. Bye, everybody.